So this is the Nike Air Force 1 Low Protro, and it's called the Mamba Mentality. And this sneaker, I think, was a bit of a surprise. I think I saw some images like a few weeks back, but it's already released, especially here in the EU. I think some of the retailers got them in early, and I think it's supposed to be a selected amount of retailers who have got these as well. So this is one of those pieces of footwear that was originally released in 1982, i.e. the Air Force 1, and it was made as a basketball shoe. And these were designed by Bruce Kilgore. And this one is a collab with, I guess now it's the Kobe Bryant brand. And this one's honouring the Mamba mentality. So this is kind of written on here inside of this leaflet that you get with the sneaker. It's like a hang tag, and it's like got this kind of, I suppose, holographic effect going on, that you can sort of see the different types of materials that have been used, and then also the type of tech that's in there. And so, you know, on here is basically sort of explaining that it's been, you know, built to kind of be a Protro, really. Obviously, you know, sort of more sort of performance orientated, and, you know, building on sort of new tech really, and basically implementing that into, I suppose, these kind of older style sneakers, which I applaud. And then on the back you've got a quote from Kobe Bryant. So it basically says it's all about improving on what's been and making it better for what's to come. You know, which is a nice touch in my opinion. And you know, the sneakers come in this particular box here as well, which is made of snake skin, and it's got Kobe Bryant's signature, and it's got a similar sort of Mamba logo on it as well. And overall, you know, so it's a cool packaging, and it's a cool overall, you know, sort of touch to it. Yeah, and then these are the sneakers. So with the details, it comes in a soft yellow colour, and that's kind of what's basically on here. This is essentially a kind of muted Lakers colourway, and this also has a Air Max unit in the heel that you can see here, and this is typically common with an Air Force 1. They usually would run at least sort of 3/4 of the length up to here, but with this one they've just put it in the back here, and the rest of the midsole, because it's a drop-in insole, is basically made up of ReactX that you see here. And ReactX in general is one of those ones that's more sort of responsive, has a sort of bit soft and cushiony sort of feel to it, good for sort of shock absorption and also sort of lift off. So yeah, it's quite nice that it's given a soft, you know, drop-in insole. And then obviously, if you look at the sneaker, it's basically, you know, taken out of the midsole, you know, completely, and it's just got the gum outsole on there, and the, you know, going around the sneaker. So it's a cool touch to kind of do the Protro on this, and you can sort of see it's got the snakeskin print on the drop-in insole as well. And this has sort of leather upper materials. They're calling it premium. It feels nice. You can sort of see when you sort of squish down on it, it does feel quite cool, and, you know, just sort of bends in a lot. The shape of it is kind of similar to the more premium Air Force 1s that we've seen, from like Lil Yachty's one to I guess, you know, even like the Armanier ones, and maybe even the Drake ones. So it's a similar sort of shape to those. And the price of these is £135. So with the comfort and sizing, these are on the soft to medium side. You know, if you ever felt ReactX, it feels very similar to, I suppose, a Kobe 8 in a way. Obviously it's placed inside this old shell of a sneaker, the Air Force 1, but overall it's still comfortable on foot, and probably the most comfortable Air Force 1 you're likely to find. And all the reasons that I mentioned earlier, ReactX is one of those foams that's got a bit of squishiness to it. The air unit in there does support you. And then also, like I said, that kind of bounce back feeling that you get as well, to kind of give you lift off, which I like. So yeah, they've done a good job on that. And it's also got neutral arch support as well. So obviously, again, if you look at the drop-in insole, it's pretty much sort of flat, and it's kind of what you'd expect from a basketball sneaker, but also, you know, in general as a walking shoe. And you probably need like 4 to 8 hours to sort of break these in a bit, and I think once you do, they should start feeling even nicer. And you can go true to size on these. Like, this is similar to most Air Force 1s. I did the laces up loosely, so it might just be in my pair, but just bear in mind that if you know, you probably want to tighten these up a bit. They do have a little bit of looseness to them, but I've gone true to size on these and they fit fine. And this has a really good traction, so similar to any other Air Force 1 really. So it's got like a traction pattern on the forefoot of the shoe, which is a circular pattern, and same at the back, so it's 2 pivot points there as well that you see. And then also I like the little Kobe Mamba logos that they've put on the imprints of the outsole as well, which is a really nice touch. And on here you can sort of see it's got the snakeskin imprint as well. So just those cool touches, you know, just sort of makes it. So with the look and style, I mean, it's got that sort of, like I said earlier, that muted Lakers colorway, so the purple and the yellow. But what I also like about it is, you know, it's got that kind of retro styling still as well, being an Air Force One. And then also just the touches of the Kobe stuff on there. So like I said, the insole is paying homage to Kobe Bryant and practicing in his pajamas, so you can sort of see here a little bit. And then same on the other insole as well. And then also the laces kind of pay homage to that as well. So these are kind of in this sort of snakeskin print, but also, you know, the pajama print. And then also you get, you know, one of those things where you've got the Kobe signature on the side here as well for the Air Force One. And then also on the tongue tag, you can see it says Air Force One with the Mamba logo on there. And then also the 8 on the back, which again, another cool touch, just sort of signifying Kobe's player number. And then also you can see the piping around here as well, the purple that's going around, which is a cool touch in my opinion. I'm not sure if it's wear away, because you can sort of see here, there's a little bit of rubbing going on. I don't know whether that's paint spillage or whether there's a different colour underneath, I'm not sure. But you know, it's one of those ones which I think looks cool how it is. And it reminds me of the Travis Scott Air Max 1s, if you probably remember those. It's kind of similar colour to that. And these are good for like autumn winter. It's an Air Force One at the end of the day, so it's, you know, I feel like they're better winter sneakers. And it's a good sort of sneaker for casual. You can probably wear these smart casual, but obviously you probably want to change out the laces in my opinion. And it comes with like these extra purple laces that you get. They're both fat laces and yellow ones, and obviously the pajama / snakeskin print. So with the final thoughts, I do like the materials overall. They are really nice, similar to other Air Force Ones I've seen, probably slightly more on the softer side. And I like the fact that it's got the drop-in ReactX insole. I think that's a really nice touch that they put on there, and just, you know, it's a good thing that they did, you know, just putting effort into it. And the comfort, that kind of, you know, improves the comfort overall. So the insole itself, you know, they've gone to the effort to do that, but then also it improves the comfort, you know, quite significantly for an Air Force One. And also got sort of unique features, like I said, the 8 on the back, the Kobe signature, you know, all those little hits, the traction pattern on the outsole, and, you know, to the laces. It's got a lot of detail on there, a lot of storytelling. And the overall lace options, you know, it's like one of those things where it's nice to just have 3 laces, you know, especially at the price point. And in terms of cons, I think obviously for me, like, I wouldn't wear these fat laces to be honest, so it's not my bag, but, you know, like, it is there if you want to use them. So with the ratings, I give the look and style a 5. I think it's a really cool looking sneaker, really nice. Obviously, it can be a bit Marmite to some people, being this kind of soft yellow colour. And the comfort, I'm going to go with a 5 as well. I think they are comfortable. You know, they've done a good job to kind of Protro them. You know, I don't think they could have done anything else, maybe, you know, other than sort of dropping in a ZoomX insole. But other than that, you know, I think it's cool for, you know, an everyday sneaker. And the quality, I'm going to go with a 5 as well. For the price that you pay, especially nowadays, I think, you know, it's coming at a good price. It's obviously a bit of a premium than a standard Air Force One, but I think it's justified for the 3 laces and the extra bit of comfort. And that's why the pricing, I'm going to give a 5 as well. You know, it's overall a very good price for what you get. And the score I'm going to give overall is a 5 as well. I just think it's a really cool sneaker. It's caught me by surprise a bit. I wasn't expecting to pick these up, to be honest. It wasn't on my radar. But it just so happens that they kind of came out of nowhere, in my opinion. And then, you know, they're a cool sneaker at the end of the day. I'm not sure if I would like be hanging on to them long term, because I've got the Air Max ones from Travis Scott, which I'd probably prefer to wear. But don't get me wrong, these are really nice sneakers, and if you're like a Kobe fan, or, you know, if you're a fan of the Lakers, then these are definitely worth grabbing.